Welcome everybody, this is your host Chess Edition. Today I'm going to do a sharing session for 29th July. Let's go! The opening of the game is like this. A center pawn, a knight, a bishop. Next, this is the start of the middle game. His bishop is on g5, my queen is on d8. Then I've done some tactical moves. First I push a pawn to f6 to tackle his bishop, so he moved his bishop backwards. Then I push another pawn. This time he decided to do a counter sacrifice, sacrificing his bishop on g5. Then I take using the pawn on from e6, the f6 takes g5. Here there's a solution. Here's a good move here, but I didn't see it. It's bishop from g7 to h6, nailing the queen if he decided to castle any side, king side or queen side. I have a very good advantage here. So this is what actually happened. I wanted to trade queens here, so I push my queen from f6, from here f6 to f2, but there is a lot of better alternatives in the game that I can play instead of playing queen to f2, where I should have went for bishop to h6, pinning the queen to the king. Afterwards, from bishop g7, bishop h6, bishop g5, then the queen gets the king. The queen loses its luster. Now we go back to the current board. Here this is flip. I push my rook from the edge f8 to f2. Here is a better diagram. There's something wrong with the display here. I don't know what's wrong. Most likely it's because I made wrong moves here and here. That's why the thing here make anyway, let's continue with this diagram. Bishop h6 targeting the king, so he decided to defend using the pawn h5. There's something wrong here. Most likely these two diagram is misplaced. These two diagram are wrong. Okay. After that, I push my bishop to e6. The knight protects the bishop, but first thing first, knight guards the light square bishop. Then I push he pushes his knight to this square, trying to capture the knight, so my bishop falls back so that there is enough defenders. He will take the knight, my knight, and I will take back. Then he pushes a pawn to his pawn to c3, that I keep on taking, then he retakes with the king. That's what happens here. Then I decided to push my bishop and my rook to f8, from a8 to f8. Then after that I push my and then he pushes his pawn to d4, so I push my bishop to a2, grabbing a free pawn. Winning end games. This is the end game already, so I'm gonna grab as much as pawn as I can. First I go to this square, then grabbing the e4 pawn. Then I grab the before I finish grabbing the g2 pawn here, g2 pawn, he already resigns. I will think I have to edit the game. Well, let's see how here we go, edit post. Here I open a new tab. Something is wrong here. Starting from the current board. This is absolutely fine. In this solution to the problem. Bishop takes knight. I mean, in this position, pawn to h4, then bishop takes pawn, how do I say, pawn to h4, bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop, rook goes to f6, then pawn to d6, there's a lot of problem with me making mistakes here. I can't remember what is the solution, but after the pawn to d6, knight to d4, that this is almost the same as the first picture. I don't know what happened to the pawn where he takes here, but okay, he moves his king. After he moves his rook, he moves his king from here. Okay, now let's go through it again. Pawn to h4, bishop grabs knight, pawn grabs bishop, rook goes to f5, pawn goes to d6, king goes to d2, then bishop goes knight goes to d4, then the bishop have an escape route going to e6. Now that's the same picture as above already now, so this is not an error. The error is this board is flipped. That is, the black side and the white side is mistaken. That's right. That links back to the queen that is sacrificed here. So this is the right board for both of the board has no errors. There's only one. There's no problem with the. It's just a misunderstanding by myself. Once the queen goes to f2, the rook goes. The queen takes on f2, the rook takes the queen. That's all. So now I have a complete let's go and update it. Let's go to just now. Here, the queen goes here. The queen takes the queen. Rook takes the queen. and we have something like this. Bishop targeting the knight, and then the pawn protecting the knight on h4. Now it's spick and span. That's all for today. Thank you for viewing. Adios, people.